Did you know that we have gotten massive news about the Crew 3? Well, we talked about that, the new Unbound update, as well as all new upcoming car models on episodes of the Stick Drift Podcast, a podcast for all things car culture, racing games, and motorsports. Subscribe to the Stick Drift Podcast, get it to 1,000 subs before the end of Feb. But today, what we're going to be going into is a run by someone known as Rhino the Raccoon. A very, very notorious sounds like he's up to something conniving. A very famous runner in the Crew 2, I'd say one of the bigger Twitch side Crew 2 streamers, but also known for being a very talented New York runner. And, you know, he's had his fair share of grinding at it. He's had records before. He's had second places, third places. He had second for a very long time before the meta changed. He's played on PC, he's played on PlayStation, and he's maximized both. But he's someone who plays without a graphics exploit, without wheel or clutch. He's someone who plays controller on PlayStation, and he now has the world record run for New York on PlayStation. Which, not only that, that is the second fastest run on New York ever done with controller and no graphic exploit, no nothing, no clutch, no wheel, by one guy, and it's the second fastest one ever. Welcome, people watching the intro of this video. I've just cut in. Yes, I'm at 7 minutes. What are you gonna do about it? I'm back here right now to let you know that Rhino's link is in the description of this video, and I want to see Rhino at 2,000 subs. Now, going back to the actual start of this video. And here is that run. It was a 23 minute, 21 second, 0.405 milliseconds. And like I say, the fact that this run is a vanilla, he doesn't even use a HUD view, I'm fairly certain. He plays third person for a sweaty run. And you can see right there, no lies there. He's got controller, playing controller. And again, it's a PlayStation run. It's on the PlayStation leaderboards. So there's not any kind of those exploits that you can use either. Now, with context, Rhino, you know, I suppose to make it all apparent, so there's no conflict of interest, Rhino will be the person who eventually, after Rookie to Icon 1000 Season 1 ends, I will be having Rhino teach me how to get the best runs I can on New York. And you boys will see a series of me speedrunning New York and getting, well, attempted world record. We aren't getting world record. But here we go. So here's the thing. Most of what I've learned is from a couple of shortcut videos, and I think from Rhino months ago now, maybe even a year ago. And there's a lot of new things since then. Now, there's one thing I know is new, and it's this shortcut right here. I don't like it. Get it off my screen. I can't do it, so I don't like it. Okay? But that one is slightly new. I don't know, I'll say it's slightly new. I could be completely wrong. But it's a cool shortcut, you know? Obviously, you're already in that, like, other area instead of going around the highway. It's funny how many New York shortcuts could be patched with just, like, one extra checkpoint, you know? But one amazing thing in all of this, boys, is honestly, not even just the shortcuts. None of that. It's just watching the driving. Never mind. That was a terrible time for me to say that. Yeah, boys. It's just watching the driving as he goes off roads and bumps a tree. Hear me out. The rest of it is really good. But world record run. So what's second place? What is second place compared to this? So if this was a 23, 21, 4, and if this is second best New York ever, I assume world record, second place, a 23:36. So a 15-second gap. That's crazy. 15 seconds. That's nuts. Yeah. There we go.
Here is the money, SidWaj.
Thank you, KSI. Thank you, the real KSI. I appreciate it. You know what? I'll leave that one in just because it's the real KSI. Right. 15 seconds is nuts. That's wild. Also, I used to think this one wasn't worth it. Is it because of the Chiron that this one's worth it? Because I swear I remember this one not being a worth it car. Now, we've got Rhino in the chat, so thankfully we can get answers in real time. Because what I remember is this one not being a worth it shortcut. But all of a sudden, you know, people are taking it now. Is it because of the Chiron? Because I remember with the SidWaj, you know what? It just wasn't worth it, right? It's always worth it. It saves 2 to 3 seconds. Huh. So many New York runs that I've seen don't take that cut. That's curious. Because, yeah, you know, most of my New York ability is taken from the runs that I've watched. And most of them say not to take it. Oh, well, not even to say not to take it. They just don't say to take it, right? Oh, hello. Oh, this, sure, right? It seems like Nitro gets you through a lot of these. I mean, I'm curious. I imagine if the Chiron had any less Nitro power, well, I mean, what I'm about to say is pretty dumb, right? I was going to say it would be slower, but duh, right? I assume if the Chiron had really bad Nitro power, the off-road shortcuts would have been a lot worse, right? Like, they would have been a lot more painful to do, I assume. God, this bit is clean. I assume this being the first 16%, you've played this one so many times that, like, yeah, you'd know exactly what angle to be at going off of every jump to land perfectly on the road. Huh. That's crazy. That's nuts. God, chat. I'm bad at the video game, really. What we're learning here, chat, is I'm bad at the video game. So this bit's really interesting. You used to go right and over some fields into a squiggly road. And then that's where you'd do the thing. So I could do another video where I compare PlayStation and PC's runs. Because I have compared first and second place in New York. But this would be even more interesting. Because this would be PC versus PlayStation's world records. So let me know if you'd want to see that. A direct comparison of both PC and PlayStation's world record runs. So for the rest of this run, I think it stays pretty simple. So we'll skip ahead a little bit. Include Xbox if possible. Ooh, that could be a really fun video. Oh! Would you? Oh, and I've got the thumbnail in my head too. Boys, would you want to see Xbox, PC, and PlayStation direct same time? Like all three would play. Where? Excuse me? All three would play at the same time, basically, from the start. Comparison. Oh, that could be fun. That sounds really fun. Exactly, Danimal. Where is he going? Like, behave, maybe? No. Where have you been hiding this one? Like, where have you been hiding this one? This one can't be better. This one's better. So soon I'll be doing a video on a mod. It's not really a mod. It's a bit more of a tool, an add-on, an extension, something like that with the Crew 2. Also, another shortcut he doesn't take. This one right here. I go right, I go over that. There's some train tracks. You follow those, you turn hard right, and then you eventually come back on. I'll show you when you come back on. But there's a new extension for the Crew 2, an add-on, that will essentially make it like a normal racing game with segments and times and how much faster you are than a previous or PB run. And what's probably going to end up happening is it's harder for this because you have to do a full New York. Unless you save, you know, unless you save your best run, hopefully. Whoa! KSI donated again!
Who is the fake RKSI in chat? I'm the real KSI. What a brokey good thing he left.
Look at this, video watchers. We've got the definitely real KSI in the chat. And also, here's another cut that makes...
No.
No, indeed! What? The little no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that no one got me. Oh, the no got me. Oh, no. No. I can't. The no got me. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Wait.
No.
Oh. Oh, the no got me. Just the no. But wow. On world record run. That's crazy. So we did see something similar to this where Doggerbot on his best run, on his world record run, Doggerbot plowed into a car head on, I'm fairly certain. I believe it was on some highway, I think. But on the world record run for for PC, the overall world record run, he also plowed into a car directly. So over here, we have this iconic...
No.
It's the fact it sounds nothing like you. It's the fact it's just a different accent. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, but there you go. He plows into a tree directly. But yeah, that's crazy. World record run. And he hits a tree directly.
Damn, I would have been at the checkpoint before 7.
What was that? Say that again. Did you? Okay, M&M.
Damn, I would have been at the checkpoint before 7.
Yeah, there you go. So he would have been at this checkpoint before 7 minutes. So essentially,
No, I know.
8-second time loss. 8-second time loss is crazy. Like, what? Okay, now I might be
If I
dumb
do
here.
everything correctly, I should be fine.
He should be fine, boys. Don't get me wrong. Okay, what is world record? What's
Yep.
PC world record? What is it? What is the PC world record? By the way, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Head over and subscribe to Rhino. World record run in PlayStation? His link will be in the description. Make sure you head over and subscribe, you know? Here we go. Now, this run, I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this shortcut. I'm pretty bad at this shortcut. Yeah, so that's what you do. So I just don't know that, right? Now I will. Again, we're going to be training, chat. We'll have a whole montage and everything.
Hello.
What? Pardon? I feel bad.
Hello.
You know, no, you can't tell me you said anything other than hello. I refuse to believe it. That was and nothing else.
I have him by 1 second.
Oh,
At 35.
wait. So, as in, by this point, you had world record by... as in by like a like the world record run, you were ahead by a second by this point. With an 8-second time loss hit is nuts, right? Wow. So he was a second ahead of world record by this point. With an 8-second, like that could be close to 10 seconds ahead on the cleanest of clean runs. I mean, it's a statistical thing, right? So statistically speaking, every perfect runner is basically waiting for that perfect run, right? It's just when you're dealing with a race like New York and there's so many different things, it's just that, like, you know, you're dealing with such a high level of multiple statistical unlikelihoods. So, but like, hypothetically, there's a golden run. Oh, I'm curious now. One, we're running through a very interesting shortcut. I'd say a pretty iconic shortcut. I'm curious, Rhino. Say you get, hypothetically, the perfect run. Like, we're not just talking not hitting that tree at the start. We're talking not even, like, going wide on that first turn where you bump a tree. What is your golden run time, right? What's your, like, RNG to, especially with traffic? You could just be Hello? Excuse me? It should be illegal to be that clean. It truly should. Let's be honest. So a 22-minute 50, which, yes, would be ahead of world record on PC, a 22:54. And so it's 50, so there's hypothetically 30 seconds of cumulative loss over the golden run, which obviously the golden run is most definitely a borderline a myth. So yes, so from the golden run, obviously, like borderline a myth, hypothetical 30 seconds of cumulative loss. And yeah, Dogger, like, yeah. So the world record PC run, his hypothetical golden run would be a 22:30. And it's crazy because runs like those is just play and play and play and play and play. You can't do anything for runs like those.
1 second behind my my world record run.
Oh, Because you wouldn't be able to do anything.
My world record run like 4 or 5 times.
Because you
I can
just
still
have
get
to
in the
play
20s.
over and over and over and over again. And boys, remember, 10 more subs and I do a New York right now on the spot, no matter what, even though it would overrun the stream. Actually, no, did we get a member? No, it was Donos. Here we go. You know what? I love seeing people make this turn because I'm hilariously bad at it. Like, I am hilariously bad at this shortcut right here. Like, it's comical. I will hit a tree and I will never get a clean jump. Whoa, shit. Whoa, there was a moose, but there you go. So we've got a few micro cuts here, right? Going wide there to get back to the road here. Then going wide again here to get back to the road there, right? It's that kind of thing, zipping through, zipping on by. I used to take a really inefficient one. I jump off something, which is pretty bad, right? But more so, there's a way you get, so the road, like, you'll see. Right, a 30 minutes. So what is your best in New York? In the comments of this video as well, and people in the chat right now, what is your best New York run? This one right here. So there's a bunch of skips that sort of collect, right? It's too many trees. It's annoying. There's a big opening there. But a lot of...
Safe.
Yeah, it seems it. It definitely... I was going to say, the bit you went through definitely looked like the bit with a lot more open gaps. A lot of corner cutting here too, right? See, this would be in contention for one of the turniest moments in New York, but obviously you skip most of it. Okay, Rhino, a 23 minute, 21 second. Okay, get a load of this guy. Whoa! Pardon? Where? Excuse you? Well, no, excuse me. Excuse me. What you're supposed to do is you follow the road and then you go back to the turn there. Where are you off to, Mr. Rhino? Okay. And then what? Whoa. How far left? So. Whoa.
No.
Oh. Again, I'd say that is 2 on the bingo of, like, notable time losses, I want to say. Obviously less than, that would have been maybe what, like 2-3 seconds at most?
It's okay.
I want to say 2-3 seconds, right? Getting up to speed, maybe 5. But he still retains
Be 20s.
being ahead. There, 3 seconds. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I understand this, right? I know a lot of New York runners like to be on this road, on this furthest road, because it means instead of going to the end of Salt Lake City and then having a hard left slow down instantly, you instead get to do that and then now retain so much more speed going like that than you would hard lefting, right? And having to gain the speed up again. That one makes sense. To even the most layman of laymen. No traffic is just random, right? Yeah, no traffic is, for a large part, random. Wait, is this a no traffic run? I've just clocked. Okay, this is a no traffic run. That changes it, so that's interesting. So, Doggerbots was a graphics exploit with with traffic. And this one is no graphics exploit controller with no traffic. Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right, but you get the gist. So one uses some things and the other uses other things. But to be fair, again, no traffic is random. So it's also like, it's not just like, it's not like he's exploited something to get it, right? As far as I'm aware. Here we go, off of Vegas. I come out of Vegas at roughly 17 minutes. He's just left it at 14 minutes 50. These New York runners, man. Rein them in, you know. Rein them in. Tell them to behave, actually. I should tell... Behave is what I say, New York runners. Behave. This happened in a 12-hour stream. So after 10 hours, I got no traffic. Wow. So we're talking... Okay, to be fair, boys. Come on now. If we're talking no traffic being unfair, right? The man did have to sit there for 10 hours straight before he got no traffic. So we're getting to the real spicy bit of New York here, starting off with some simple bits. But I do really like this bit of New York. It's the one where you go through the Squiggle Road, and then what I would say the turniest section of New York. I would 100% call this the turniest section. And then we lead from there into the most iconic section of New York. So... you know, I'd say this is possibly the best segment of New York. Personal preference. I mean, it would also make it the most annoying because there's less cuts, there's actual turning, You know, there's that kind of stuff. I mean, depends on the runner, right? You might be a speedrunner who prefers just normal racing. But you also might be a speedrunner who prefers just cuts. And can we just talk about right now, when I first brought this video up on stream, can we just talk about this cut? Can we just talk about this cut? This cut, it is... Oh. We're talking USB goes in perfectly. We're talking something else that's oddly satisfying. We're talking when it's a hot day, but it's windy, right? And it's a cool breeze on a hot day is what that cut right there was. Oh, I'm bricked up. Let's get through this turny bit. That's interesting. Also, this is one of the shortcuts I am so bad at. I am impeccably bad at this shortcut. I just don't understand it, right? Sure, I can watch it now. I've watched it. I get how it works. I get how it looks. No idea how I would do it, though. And also, can I just bring up again? It's crazy how this man has done this all in third person. Not a single point does he use the meta HUD view. Which, if you don't know, the HUD view, you can see how wide your car is more perfectly. You can go closer to walls because you can see more exactly. And you can see the road better and the exact angle you're turning at. Rhino? Go ahead.
Take the safe again.
Do it. It would make sense to take this safe given the fact that you're on this good of a run. That was a bit risky there. That was a bit... what? The car just... right? You know, just... you know, let's keep it straight. There we go. You get the checkpoint, and then you plow it left. Because this is another cut that, again, I'm iffy on. I don't really get this cut. It exists. Sure, it exists, but I don't really know what I'm doing with it. Of course, you get back onto the road. Yeah, I mean, it has to be before the checkpoint, actually. And apparently, it saves 5 seconds. And 5 seconds when dealing with...
I'm taking the safe too.
Go ahead. You have my permission, Rhino. 5 seconds on a run like this is incredibly worth it. And he takes this a lot wider than I do because if you
Okay.
we only got a dang for that one. No, we didn't get a... No. But on world record, boys. On world record PlayStation run. Dang.
Okay.
It wasn't even a dang. It was a... Dang. Dang indeed. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, chat. It's okay. Crazy. How much of a time loss with that? I assume it's not the 8 seconds that the last one was because you were already going downhill. You were already going to pick speed back up, right? I assume that was maybe 5 seconds at the most. Right? I'd be baffled if it was less, about 6 to 7. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, 6 to 7 adds up. I mean, so what? That's like 10-second time loss in total just from the overt ones, right? Like we're talking this cut too. We're talking, you know, the car didn't wiggle, took every turn perfectly. Not even counting that, just counting the overt slow time losses. 10 seconds. Crazy. And then eventually you get back onto the road and off to the final leg of New York. I lost about 20 seconds in this run. Okay, wow. That's crazy. I mean, I guess, yeah, if your golden run, right, the peak, like, we're talking took every turn perfectly, just woke up one day, felt a bit Giga Chad, right, run, is about like a 2250. It makes sense that, yeah, 20 seconds is what would have been lost. You know, 20 plus 30 for, like, the golden run. Makes sense. It adds up. You know, it adds up. We are now coming down to the triumphant finale of New York. It's all Sid's fault. It was my fault indeed, yes. Oh, taking that one tighter. I suppose it's just better going tighter. And then you see this one. This one's a... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I've never made that cut that fast. Chill, maybe? Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, maybe. There you go. You see, I'm surprised there isn't like a... I'm surprised there isn't a cut yet to avoid this. right? I mean, I guess it's pretty wide, right? I guess it's pretty wide, but I'm surprised there isn't anything to avoid that yet. Michael Smith, thank you so much for the £1. I appreciate it a lot, man. It'll be on screen in a minute. And now we are leading on to the last 5% on the last straight road. Slow, going 200 miles an hour. Damn right, that was not slow. Look at nitro management. I mean, that's a big thing too, right? Nitro management is a massive, massive thing when it comes to New York runs. There's the £1. Thank you so much, Michael Smith. And now, boys.
Give me 1 second. I'll read the chat right now.
Oh, okay. Chat, give him 1 second. He'll read it. I'm expecting... Oh, I expect the celebration of all celebrations. Screaming. I need, like, Della but positive level of celebration. I need hype. He's spamming. He's getting all the nitro out. And...
Let's go. GG's.
Don't tell me he just carries on after that. You know what, chat? That might just be more of a flex, because he just got world record, and then went, GG's, moved on. That's that. You know what, chat? Might be more of a flex than anything. So, make sure you head down there, subscribe to Rhino, and check out the latest episode of the Stick Drift podcast. Subscribe with notifications on, of course, if you haven't already. Thank you to popular members. They're here. Whoa. Thank you to popular members, and a special thank you to famous members. I will see you boys next time in a bit.